What is up, everybody? Phillip Bridges here today, and today we are going to take a look at the Milwaukee Quik Lok Weed Eater Kit. Coming right up. All right, this is the Milwaukee Quik Lok Weed Eater Kit. It comes with the with this kit, it comes with the 10-inch pole saw and the weed eater attachment. Now this retails for $329. I'll put a link in the description below, and you can also get a couple other attachments with this too. You can get a edger that retails for about $164, and you can get a hedger that retails for $164, and the edger retails for about $109. You can also get a strap with this weed eater kit that you can get for a Milwaukee strap, which I don't know why they didn't include it, but you know, they charge you $23 for that. All that stuff I'll put in the link in the description below. But now let's get on into this unit. This unit is 12.3 pounds. Instead of Milwaukee's 5-year warranty, you get Milwaukee 3-year warranty. I'm not happy about that because pretty much all other Milwaukee tools you get a 5-year warranty, and so why do you get a 3-year warranty on this and not a 5-year warranty? That's kind of like strike one against Milwaukee on that. This unit has up to a 1-hour runtime on a 9.0 battery that comes with the kit. The RPMs on the weed eater kit are 6,200 RPMs on high and about 4,900 RPMs on low. Now, this has a 6-inch cut diameter. When used, it has a nice guard on it, and it has an advanced bump system. So when you start to run out of string, you just bump it on the ground, and it will shoot string out of the loading rings. Now, the line that is taken for the weed eater are Milwaukee's 0.08 inch, and it will go to 0.095 inch diameter line. It has a variable speed control on this unit. It has a, like I said, a high and a low, and you can feather this pretty well. I'll show you a demonstration towards the end of the video of the unit of the weed eater and the pole saw. Now, it has anti-vibration, and it has Milwaukee's brushless motor system. Like always, it's a great motor system that Milwaukee designed. This has 0 emissions, and it has the QUICK-LOK feature. This is really nice because it's so easy to change these units out. All you do is you shove this in, and there is an arrow that it'll lock in, and you just tighten this little nut on the side of the unit, and this is locked in and ready to go. And same thing to take the unit apart. All you do is undo the wing nut, push down on the clip, and the weed eater attachment comes out. Easy for storage. Now, the one cool thing about this unit is they say you can load 25 feet of line in this in under 30 seconds. That's right, under 30 seconds. I know on my gas-powered steel one, it takes me a good 8 to 10 minutes to load it. Okay, so there are these little red notches. We want to line up the little red notches right here. Just line them up, and we're gonna take our string and we're gonna just thread it through this little load eye. And there's one on the other side. We're just gonna thread it through. And we wanna pull about half, half of this line through. Now I kind of thought this was crazy at first, but then you got half your line through, and you need to go a little bit more. Pull your line through, and then all you do is you just turn it. That's all you're doing. You just turn them. You get a little workout in, you know, just do this. Just go in a clockwise rotation. Look at, I'm right-handed now, I'm doing it left-handed, and it's easy. I don't know if we're gonna get past the 30, up to the 30-second mark. I think it's gonna be almost quite there. All right. Now I went a little past on this. Yeah, I didn't get it even, but that's pretty good for my first try of loading it. So that's pretty cool, because sometimes it can take you forever to load your string up, and that's kind of like the biggest downfall of weed eating. It's like, oh well, I gotta run, gotta, you know, get more string, and I gotta sit there with a screwdriver and finagle the head off and get that in, and you know, then you gotta sit there and wind each side, and then you gotta pray that before you put the head back in, that, you know, the string just doesn't pop all over everywhere, and then you gotta redo the whole thing. You know, happens to me more than I like to admit. But now let's talk about the chainsaw. The chainsaw comes with a nice Milwaukee guard. The gauge on this chainsaw blade is it's 0.43. It has a branch hook for added leverage for when you have the unit up and you can prop it on a branch. And so you can get a good leverage of cutting the other branch off. 4,600 RPMs that this goes to. It has a automatic oiler. Here, this is where you put your chain lube in, and it'll automatically oil it for you. Your tension for your chain is right here, and it's pretty easy access for the quick adjustment for the chain. I like that. This unit, it's pretty easy to clean off, so if you get debris anywhere in here, sawdust or anything like that, you can pretty much take this apart and clean the whole unit really fast, it looks like. You know, this does the same thing. You line up the little arrows with, let's put the guard back on so we don't end up dinging up the counter or cutting my arm off. And so all you do is you shove it in. You hear the lock, you tighten the nut on the side, and you are good to go. That's, you know, you get pretty good reach for this. My ceilings are 10 feet in my shop, and I could easily touch the ceiling with this and with the chainsaw, and I still have quite a bit of room to go up. So, you know, if you're 6 foot tall, you can probably get a good 12 to 14 feet of reach with this boom. Now, if you're on a ladder, you can probably get a lot more. Now, just like everything, Milwaukee tells you on the side with the warning labels, wear your gloves, wear your boots and whatnot, wear your glasses, which I kind of like they say ear protection. but it's not gas powered. It's not very loud, so you don't really need air protection for that. The one thing I like about the weed whack or the weed eater unit is that it isn't loud, and so some places where you want to get out bright and early and get your yard work done, you're in a subdivision, some ordinances won't let you get out as early as you'd like to because of noise. Now with this, you put this on and it's not loud at all. Let's turn this on. It's going to, when I turn this on, it's gonna cut off the string because some of it's longer than the other. So I probably should get glasses, but there you go. But now let's go outside and demonstrate this. All right, now we're outside and went in, got some lunch, changed some clothes, because put on some work clothes because I'm gonna be out here demonstrating this. So I changed out the head with the pole saw, and I noticed that the pole saw was kind of hard to get into the connection. So what I had to do is I had to put the battery in without anything connected or without any attachment on, and I had to move the trigger, finagle the trigger a little bit just so the inside the pole, the star heads on the unit kind of lined up a little bit better, so when I slid this in, it clipped in, and then I was able to lock it down tight. That, you know, that's just a minor flaw, but you know, it's easy to overcome that. You know, that's all you have to do is just kind of finagle it a little bit. Sorry. So let's try this out and cut some branches I have here that need to be cut down. So all right, as you can see, I cut down a bunch of branches that were in my way. This thing worked out really nice. I was able to get in spots that I wouldn't be able to with a regular chainsaw. I didn't even have to be up high, even if it was a brush that was down below, that you know, it'd just be really hard to get in there with the chainsaw. I'd be scratching myself up and everything like that, and that way I could just kind of leaned in and I'd be able to cut the little branches off and everything like that. The pile, I didn't even use a 1 bar on the 9.0 battery, and I cut down there's about 20 branches there that I have in that pile. So this is a win for me. I've really liked this. So yeah, well, let's move on to the weed eater and see how well that does. All right, I'm about to weed eat, and so I have a lot on my property to weed eat. I got about 4 acres of pasture that the rain here has been going crazy. So this is a good test for the Milwaukee Quik Lok weed eater. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start weed eating. I'm only going to use 1 battery, the one 9.0 that came with it, and I already trimmed some tree branches down and everything like that. So we're going to just use that same battery, and we're going to see how far we get. So let's get on into it. All right, the one thing I noticed on that first pass, I had it on low. So it still did it, but it took a little bit more time than I thought it would. Only went down one bar on the battery. So let's continue and see how long it goes. So I made it all the way around the outside fence line, where usually with my gas steel weed whacker or weed eater, whatever you want to call it, I'm pretty much the last line of fence I have to fill up. So this thing was awesome. I could almost go as fast as I could walk. It's cutting it. You know, down further, we got a lot of it's swampy right there because it's been raining and the water just is pooling up there. And so it was bogging a little bit there, but that grass was like almost 2 feet high. So, or well, like 16 inches or whatnot. So it had to cut through that, and it was wet at the same time. And with my steel, I have to use a thicker diameter of line, and because it always ends up breaking, this line from Milwaukee seems to work a lot better. I didn't have to tap the bottom of it very much to dispense out the line because it wouldn't break as much. So this was a really good thumbs up. So if you don't have one, I suggest go out and get one. You know, Father's Day is coming up. So yeah, that's a good gift for anybody. Even doesn't have to be a father. You know, this is pretty lightweight. That I would, you know, my grandma could probably lift this thing, you know, for a while. She'd probably get tired after, you know, about 20 minutes of it. But, you know, if you have a small property or whatnot, that'd be good for someone. Don't have to deal with gas. That's a bonus. Not very loud. So yeah, leave your comments below. Any thoughts on it or whatnot? My thoughts is 2 thumbs up. This is a great product. Milwaukee did awesome. I love the quick attachments and everything. I probably won't get the hedger. I really don't need the hedger, but the edger I really want to get. But yeah, leave your comments below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe away. I'm Phillip Bridges, and I'll talk to you guys later.